Now, did you get this in the mail? This is your notice of proposed taxes, or your trim notice, as they call it here in Florida. Now, if you own property in Florida and you haven't gotten one of these yet, you will be getting it very soon. And I wanted to do this video because it's rather timely, rather urgent. So you're probably not going to get the editing that we typically do, but I'm going to get this out as quickly as possible because there are some very time-sensitive things that are in this trim notice. So what is included? Basically, this is the property appraiser and the tax assessor coming together and saying, hey, here is your proposed real estate taxes for 2024. We send those out in arrears. There are 2 pages to this particular document. This is the one, kind of the cover page here. Then we get to learn about our wonderful property appraiser. And they have kind of explanations on how this all works. Now, the real meat and potatoes of this is actually in the second page. So on the second page, you're going to see here right at the top what their valuation of the property is last year, this year compared to last year. And so this particular property, last year they're saying it was worth $361,000. This year they're saying it's worth $384,000. And then the next section, so some of the things that I want to bring to your attention. So the next section here is assessment reductions. Now, this is a very important section because what happens a lot of times is that there's a lot of people who don't get all of the reductions that they should, and we want to make sure that you do. I've already heard of a few clients who this year had reached out and they weren't getting all of the reductions in their tax assessment that they should have. And so that's being remedied right now, right away. So first things first, if the property is your primary residence and you are homesteading in the state of Florida, you're going to want to make sure that you get a homestead exemption in that particular column. And so that will reduce by about $50,000 the market value to bring that down so you have a different assessed value. So you get $50,000 off of that appraised value, and that becomes your assessed value of the home. However, there are other reductions that are possible. So one of those could be a widower. Another one could be, veterans, military. And then also there is one that's called a Save Our Homes benefit. And in this particular property, there's a $111,000 of Save Our Home. So if your home is homesteaded, it can only go up by 3%. The assessed value can only go up by 3% per year. If it's not homesteaded, that's limited to 10%. This particular property is not homesteaded. And so when that was purchased, the value of that went up significantly. And so therefore it was capped. So it's being assessed for $111,000 less than the $384,000 that they're saying that the market appraised value is this particular year. That's very important. Check for your discounts. Make sure you're getting them. If not, get in touch with the county immediately to make sure that happens. Below that, you're going to see the taxable values that you have to deal with. So after we take that, their appraised value minus any reductions, you'll have below what the value is, this year compared to last year, and they'll talk through some of those things. Now, on the back side of this particular document, you're going to see your property taxes last year, your taxes if no budget change is adopted, and then your taxes if the proposed budget change is adopted. That's an important, this is an important one for us. So you're getting to see here, in this one, there's a 10% difference on if it's no budget change is adopted or if the budget change is adopted. Most of the time those do get adopted, but you also get to see where it was compared to last year. Now, here's one very, very important thing. So if you do not believe that that value is fair for you as far as what the appraised value of your property is, it's actually at the top of the first page. You have the assessment appeal opportunity, and you can do that by requesting an informal conference with their office. You can file a petition with the Value Adjustment Board, or you can file a lawsuit in the circuit court. Now, here's the thing. There are companies who will do this for you, who will fight these values for you, and they actually do it. A lot of them I've seen will do it for free as long as they make a percentage of whatever they save. So they're that confident that they'll be able to save you money that they then get a percentage of what they're able to save you, and that would be their fee at that point. Now, this is very important here that you do have a deadline. Now, I don't know why it doesn't say that here, but in this particular property is in Lee County, and that deadline is September 17th, I do believe. Just double check on that, but it should be September 17th. So we have very limited time to be able to file that petition to appeal that value. Now, here's the thing. I have successfully been able to do that in the past, and I know other clients who have been able to do that. On this particular property, we did this right after the property was purchased because they were appraising the property for a lot more than we had purchased it for, and there were a lot of issues with the property. And so therefore, that's why we have that Save Our Homes benefit that's been benefiting us for actually the past 5 years, where we have, right now we have $111,000 difference between what it was, what it's appraised for versus what we need to pay taxes on. So in the beginning, getting this done could be a very big thing that helps you for many years down the road. So I wanted to shoot this video for you because that's some really important information. My goal here is always to save you as much money as we can, and help advise you as much in real estate. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below. And as always, me and my team are happy to help you with any of your real estate needs. Have a blessed day. Thanks.